Hello Ninja Warriors, welcome to yet another power packed session where we are going to discuss range of rational function. Okay, so I need to talk about this topic a little bit in detail before I start teaching. But before that, for all of those who are new to the channel, who are new to my session, this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata and I have over more than 10 years of teaching experience in online and offline, both for JEE Main and JEE Advanced. And this year I have decided that I am going to give you loads and loads of ninja techniques which are going to not only helpful for JEE Main but also JEE Advanced. Okay, so make sure the moment you enter this session you hit the like button. Okay, everybody, yes. Now I know that you guys, till it takes its own time to get resolved, let me talk about today's session in detail. Hold on. See, in the last class, if at all you were there in the last class, we have discussed what? Classification of function. Let me take you to that. So we decided that, okay, we will talk about this classification of function, which is, by the way, very important topic as far as JEE Main is concerned. Why I am saying this? Because in JEE Main, the nature of the question from this topic will be that a function will be given to you with the given domain, with the given range, with the given domain and codomain, they will give you and they will ask you, tell me whether the function is 1, 1 or many 1, into or onto. So these type of functions, these type of questions will be asked in JEE Main specifically from this particular topic. Okay. So in the last class, what did we saw? Just tell me. Quick revision, 2-minute revision. 1, 1 and many 1. Okay. We saw this classification and I told you that this is nothing but the property of domain. Okay. Property of domain. And I am going to give you also that what is 1, 1, what is many 1. And also, first of all, we discussed that what is the definition of 1, 1 function, 1 to 1, many to 1, right? And then we saw that there are 3 methods to check whether a function is 1, 1 or many 1. The very first method is algebraic method, that you have to do it in your school. Please understand that this is the only method for your school. The next method is graphical method, which is also known as horizontal line test. So you draw the graph of that function, draw a horizontal line. If at all it intersect at 1 point, that means it is a 1, 1. But more than 1 point means many 1 function. Okay. And the third method is calculus method. Let me just take you through that. See, 1, 1 or many 1, horizontal line test. So we drew a horizontal line and we checked the key. So this was the last class. Okay. So this is 1, 1 because intersecting at 1 point, then many 1, 1, 1, many 1, and signum function, that is many 1 because it is intersecting my horizontal line at infinite points. Now the next method was calculus method, wherein we discussed that if at all a function's derivative is either always positive or always negative, because derivative always positive means function is strictly increasing. Derivative always negative, that means function is strictly decreasing, right? And if at all a function is fluctuating, sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing, then it is a many 1 function. So in this case, many 1, and this is 1, 1. Remember everything. So I have revised you the previous lecture in like 5 minutes. Now you must be thinking, ma'am, okay, so now I think we are done with 1, 1, many 1, although we are going to solve more problems once we study onto and into. Okay, and that is the property of range. But you know what, this I am going to discuss in the next session, not in this session. But ma'am, why? Because classification of function, we are studying this topic. 1, 1, many 1 you have discussed. Now is the turn you have to discuss onto, into, right? Isn't it? Yes, we are going to do that. But onto and into is actually a property of range. So now, because see, calculation of domain, understanding of domain is a slightly easier task than understanding range. Okay, understanding range is, there is no particular method. For variety of questions you need variety of methods, you need loads and loads of practice. Okay, it's not just calculation, it's a trick plus calculation for range. So now this session is going to be dedicated to range of a particular type of functions, which is range of rational function. That is going to be helpful in studying this particular topic, because once I teach you concept, then I'm going to give you problems that, okay, find whether function is onto and into. For that, you need to understand, you should be able to calculate range of each and every function, because if you are not able to calculate range of any function, you won't be able to crack this thing. Okay, all right. So now our focus, today's session focus, is going to be range of rational function. Now what is a rational function? Okay, so let me just write range of rational function. Range and domain also. Okay, domain, I think it's not going to take much time, but the major focus is going to be on range and domain of rational function. Now what is a rational function? Rational function. So rational function, if I talk about, rational function is linear by linear is also a rational function. By the way, linear by linear, so we have handled it before, and I have given you ninja technique also to calculate range of linear by linear. Okay, don't worry, we'll revise it. Then we have linear by quadratic. Okay, this is also a rational function. Basically polynomial by polynomial. Okay, quadratic by quadratic is also. And this is, by the way, very popular. And then we have what? Quadratic by linear. All these combination we are going to focus. All right, everybody, getting it? Yes. So let's now discuss. Let's start with quadratic by quadratic. Okay, let's start with quadratic by quadratic. So I'm going to take case number 1, quadratic by quadratic mein, where the denominator has no roots. Okay, denominator has no roots. Okay. Okay, so finding range and domain both of a rational function. Let me just, so example number 1, let's take. Today's session is going to be actually very, very beneficial for you, because you go back, you check functions chapter, you see so many rational functions you will see in JEE main questions. Okay, all right. So after this, you can go on and attempt JEE main 2024, 2025, 2023 to 1 all the questions. Okay, so yes, y is equals to x square minus x plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1. Can you see this? This is your example number 1. Correct? Denominator has no roots. Everybody getting it? Yes. Okay. So now how to, first of all, first of all, domain. If I talk about domain, you know that denominator can never be 0. That's the only thing we can do to calculate domain of this function. So denominator can never be 0. So to calculate domain of this function, because domain is not going to take much space, you'll be like, okay, x square plus x plus 1 should never be 0. Now you have to think, okay, when exactly this expression, which is denominator, is going to be 0. And you know what? I have taken a case, denominator has no roots. That means it can never be 0. It is a ghost polynomial. If you remember, this is ghost polynomial. It can never be 0. It will always remain positive. So that means, if I talk about domain, I am not able to find any x for which this whole y is not defined. What is domain? Domain is, ma'am, all the values of x for which your y is defined, right? So you'll be like, okay, so I only think, because there is no square root, there is no logarithm, there is no complication in this function. The only thing is denominator, that should not be 0. And you know what? That can never be 0 already. So no need to remove any x from the minus infinity to plus infinity. So x belongs to R will be the domain. I think domain is sorted for this particular case. Okay. Now range. There is a process to find the range of this particular function. There is a process. Okay. Let us understand that process. Let us understand that process. First of all, the very first step, step number 1, is you have to cross multiply. CMM. Cross multiply method, cross multiply and create a quadratic in X. Cross multiply and create a quadratic in X. This is your step number 1. So, okay, ma'am, let's start. So, yx square plus yx plus y is equals to x square minus x plus 1. So, ma'am, cross multiplication done, and now we need to make quadratic in X. So, what we will do is we'll keep x square terms together. So, these two will be together. Then all the terms which are x, that should also be together, and then constant term should be together. So, okay, yx square minus x square. So, it is y minus 1 x square. Okay, ma'am, got it. Yx, so this is plus y plus 1 times x. And this is plus y minus 1 is equals to 0. So, this is quadratic in X. Step 1, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, ma'am, clear. Now, step number 2. Step number 2 is you need to take two cases. Two cases to be taken. Okay. One is that the given quadratic equation you have done now is a quadratic or is not a quadratic. Now you'll be like, ma'am, hold on. You have created a quadratic. This is a quadratic equation. Now two cases you need to take where this equation is quadratic and is not quadratic. Just tell me one thing. Okay. When exactly any equation becomes quadratic, or when exactly any equation becomes not quadratic? So, ma'am, it depends on the x square coefficient. X square coefficient, if at all it is 0, then how come it is quadratic? So, yes, that means the two cases you need to take for leading coefficient over here. Let me write a not equals to 0 and a equals to 0. A not equals to 0 means not a quadratic equation, and a equals to 0 is a quadratic equation, my dear students. Okay, all right. So now y minus 1x square plus y plus 1x, okay, and plus y minus 1. Okay, so now you need to take two cases. A not equals to 0, that means this equation is not a quadratic equation. So y not equals to, sorry, hold on. A not equals to 0, reverse thing. A equals to 0 means not a quadratic. A not equals to 0 means quadratic. So now not a quadratic means A equals to 0. A equals to 0 means y should be equals to 1. If y is equals to 1, then what will happen, ma'am? Y is equals to 1, so this is so gone. This is also gone. So 2x is equals to 0. That means x is equals to 0. What does that mean, by the way? This thing is indicating that the moment you put x is equals to 0 either in original equation or anywhere, put x is equals to 0, what is going to happen? Tell me. So, ma'am, if you put x is equals to 0, it is 1 by 1 is equals to y. That means y is equals to 1 is a valid range. Valid element in range. Yes. So, from here now you have to decide that, okay, whether y is equals to 1 will be in my range or not. So, you think, what is the criteria of something being in a range of a function? Ma'am, the criteria is that for any permissible value of x, you are getting that y. So, that will be in your range. So, for x is equals to 0, which is a valid input, which is a valid domain, x is equals to 0. What are you getting? Y is equals to 1. So, y is equals to 1 will be inside your range. You will keep this in your range. You will keep this in your final answer. Now, let's talk about the second thing, which is what if y is not equals to 1? If y is not equals to 1, ma'am, then this is a quadratic equation. And you know what? what is the domain? Now understand this nicely. Understand this nicely, what to do over here and why exactly are you doing it, this thing. First of all, you are looking for what? You are looking for the value of value. You are looking for range. Range means values of y for x belongs to all real values. Yes or no? For real x. You want your x to be real in this equation. You want your roots to be real. Quadratic in x, na? So x should be real. X should be real means what? Discriminant. If at all your quadratic equation is given to you, okay, so roots are real. What is root? Root is x. Now x can only be real if discriminant is either greater than 0 or equal to 0. Only thing is discriminant can never be less than 0. Otherwise x will be imaginary. That you don't want. So discriminant greater than equals to 0 will give you a condition for x belongs to real and a condition for y, an equation inequality for y. Hold on, let me show you. So discriminant greater than or equals to 0. So discriminant b square minus 4ac greater than or equals to 0. So b square, y plus 1 whole square minus 4 into a, and this is your c. Okay everybody? Yes. Now y square plus 2y plus 1 minus 4 y square plus 4 greater than or equals to 0. Okay. So this is minus 3y square plus 2y and plus 5 greater than or equals to 0. Remember, wavy curve method will come into the picture. 15, 5 3s are 50. Okay. So 3y square minus 2y minus 5 greater than or equals to 0. Have I done correct? Hold on. So this is, oops, plus 4, right? This is y b square. Have I done anything wrong over here? Minus 3y square. Then you have plus 2y. And this is 4 plus 1, 5. 4ac. B square minus 4. So this is y. Oops. I made a mistake over here. Hold on. This is not a plus b. I was considering this as a plus b minus b. Hold on. Okay. Minus 4. Now y square minus 2y plus 1 greater than or equals to 0. Y square minus 4y square minus 3y square. 2y plus 8y. So it is going to give you 10y. 1 minus 4 minus 3 greater than or equals to 0. Now multiply negative sign because wavy curve. Leading coefficient should be positive. Now splitting the middle term. So it is 3y minus 1 and y minus 3. It should be what? Less than or equals to 0. Okay, so 1 by 3 and 3 are two values. 1 by 3 and 3. 1 by 3 and 3 are two values over here. Can you see that this is your range? So y belongs to 1 by 3 to 3, and special mention to this guy, which is y is equals to 1, which is already included over here, which we decided that eventually will count this in the range of this rational function. So this is how you need to calculate. Now you must be thinking, ma'am, it's lengthy. It is looking lengthy because you are doing it for the very first time, and it is a lengthy thing. I am not denying it. but it is not that much lengthy. Right now you are thinking it is too lengthy. It is too lengthy because first time you are doing it. Do it 5-7 times and you'll be like, yes, it is lengthy, but see, the process is fixed in each and every question. You don't have to think about it. There is no trick. There is no like trick. Trick can be there, like ninja techniques can be there, but there is no trick, no technique. Like if I talk about this particular method, it will always be there. Just the data will be different. The process will be exactly same. 5 questions you have to do, same template, same algorithm, same to same. Copy paste, okay? Right? Okay. All right. So this is how what was range is 1/3 to 3. Okay. Now let's talk about one question which was asked in IIT 2003 question. Very good question, beautiful question. Okay. So let's understand y is equals to, and you know what, in this question we are going to take slightly different approach. Y is equals to x square plus x plus 2 whole upon x square plus x plus 1. Obviously one way of doing this question is the previous method I told you. You can just, for practice, you can just execute this question with the previous method. But now I am going to teach you another method, or you can say ninja technique. But yes, see, whenever you learn any technique or short trick, now it is applicable to limited questions. It is not applicable to any question, every question. So in previous question, if I talk about previous question, it is difficult to apply ninja technique in this. Although you can still do that, but yes, over here, why I am applying ninja technique in this? Because see, x square plus x plus 2, x square plus x plus 1. Can you see this thing? This thing, numerator and denominator has something in common. So we'll take advantage of that in this particular question, okay? All right, so y is equals to, how will you do that? So y is equals to x square plus x plus 1 plus 1. Now, so I have separated, I have broken down this x square plus x plus 2 into 2 parts. X square plus x plus 1, which is same as denominator. So now whole upon x square plus x plus 1, or you can just say x square plus x plus 1, separation of denominator. Can I do that? Tell me. Yes, ma'am. We can absolutely do that. So that is why only these type of question will be valid for like ninja technique. X square plus x plus 1. Now the question became very much simple, because see, in here there were 2 different like parameters that we have to tweak. But over here, can you see, there is only this expression. Value of y is actually dependent upon this expression. So now thinking about the minimum and maximum value, thinking about the range is going to be very, very easy for us. See, do you remember we did that range of quadratic expression, range of quadratic equation or expression? Do you remember that range of quadratic expression equation? So x square plus x plus 1. What is the range? Let's say E. What is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? So there are so many methods. First one is creating a perfect square. Second one is direct formula, minus d by 4a. Then calculus method also. So let me apply minus d by 4a. So expression E belongs to minus d by 4a to infinity. So it will have a minimum value minus d by 4a, maximum value will be infinity, or I can say maximum value is not even defined. Okay, ma'am. All right. So b square 1. So minus. So this value I am trying to calculate. Okay. Minus d. B square. B is what? 1. Minus 4 into a into c. Okay. Whole upon 4a to infinity. Okay. So this is 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is what? Minus 3. Minus 3 into negative sign is 3 by 4 to infinity. This is your expression. Okay, so this expression, so the minimum value of this expression is 3 by 4. Now just tell me, if x square plus x plus 1 is minimum, then 1 upon x square plus x plus 1 will be maximum. Okay, all right. So what I'm trying to explain you, if this expression is minimum, then your y value will become maximum value because of the reciprocal thing. So let's put over here, y is equals to 1 plus 1 upon 3 by 4. So it will be y is equals to, this is maximum value. Y max is equals to what? 1 plus 4 by 3. That is 7 by 3. 7 by 3 is going to be the max value of this. Okay, now you're looking for the minimum value. For y to be minimum, your x square plus x plus 1 has to be maximum. Okay, so just tell me, if you put infinity, by the way, you can't put infinity because see, open interval, right? So even if you're putting into infinity now, so whatever value you're going to get in place of y, it will be open interval. Mind it, understand it. I'll explain you one more time. Just put infinity. So ma'am, if you put infinity, 1 by infinity will be 0. So y will be 1 plus 0. So y is equals to 1. But y can never be equal to 1. Y will be always open interval 1. So y min, or the range, if I talk about, y is equals to, so this is 7 by 3. 7 by 3 is 2 point something. So this is 1 open to 7 by 3. Close. This is the range. And domain, you know, na? Because x square plus x square, domain is x belongs to all real. Have a look. Let me know. Okay. If you feel that, ma'am, please explain again. Just hold on, na? Rewatch it, pause it, think it. You have to think it, because see, nowadays what is happening, you guys don't even think, because everything is one click away. You want something, one click away. Okay? And if at all a question, you are stuck at a question, what will you do? You can Google it. One click away. So you are actually doing something which is absolutely wrong with you, with yourself. See, you have given a brain to think. And you know what? Because everything is on the internet, everything is, teacher is already available, one click away, 24/7 doubt, everything is like so easy. But you know what? Everything is available. Just let it be available. Think about it. Give yourself 10 minutes to, how will your brain grow? Otherwise, if everything I'm going to tell you, ma'am, I'm not able to understand. Ma'am, I'm not able to understand. See, when I was studying mathematics, trust me, one question I sat for 4-5 hours. And I was like, oh, why am I not able to understand this concept? One statement, 3 times, 4 times, thinking. That one definition I'm studying from 7 different foreign author books. Then the understanding is getting developed. Then I am able to teach over here. Okay? If I would have done that, okay, tell me this thing. So for me also it will not work. So think critically. Start thinking critically. Okay? Even if everything is available one step away. Okay? Everybody? Yes? Now let's talk about case number 2. So we did the case number 1. Now case number 2. When denominator has roots. Case 2. Denominator has roots. Denominator has roots. Okay? But numerator and denominator has no common factors. No common factors. Okay? Everybody? By the way, there is this last call for Sigma Batch 2026. Link is given already in the description box. I am teaching mathematics in that batch. Shreyas sir and PNJ sir. Trust me, PNJ sir is so cool. Students always write in the chat box. So he is teaching physics. And yes, one more teacher, Shubhadar sir. He is also a very fantastic teacher of mathematics. He is also teaching in that batch along with me. And then your very own Pahul sir along with Diksha ma'am is teaching chemistry. So deadly combination of the batch is going on over here. And I think it's a last chance for you guys to enroll in this batch, because after that maybe we will not be able to like take any admissions in this batch. So make sure that you are doing it. Okay, all right, clear? Yes. So denominator has no roots. Now let me take an example over here, which is y is equals to, again, example is find the domain and the range of y is equals to x plus 2, okay, then x minus 1 whole upon x plus 1. So can you see that the denominator has roots, but there is no common factor between numerator and denominator, so that I'll be able to cancel it. Okay, ma'am, got it. So if I talk about domain, can anybody tell me about domain? So domain, I think, is very easy. Just denominator can never be equals to 0. So x can never be 0 and x not equals to minus 1. So domain is x belongs to all real values except 0 and minus 1. This is your final domain. I think calculation of domain, I think nobody is having any issue in calculation of domain. What do you think? Yes? So now what we need to do is, because nothing is going to get cancelled out, multiply x square, okay, plus x minus 2 whole upon x square plus x. Yes? Correct or not? X square, Now, okay, that there is this method which is cross multiplication method, right? So let's do it, cross multiplication thingy. So yx square, step number 1, yx square plus yx is equals to x square plus x minus 2. So y minus 1 x square plus y minus 1 x plus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, right? Now I told you take two cases. Y is equals to 1. So put y is equals to 1. This is gone, this is gone. So the moment you put y is equals to 1, you are going to get 2 is equals to 0, which is false. That means y is equals to 1 is rejected. Rejected, bro. Because see, if you put y is equals to 1, or even here also, no, then also you will not get any value of x. So there is no value of x for which my y becomes 1. So now this is why it is rejected. Now y is equals to 1. Now the next thing, y not equals to 1. That means it is a quadratic equation, discriminant greater than or equals to 0. So b square, y minus 1 whole square is equals to, so y minus 1 whole square minus 4 y minus 1, correct, plus 2. Oops. Yes, plus 2. 2 greater than or equals to 0. So y square minus 2y plus 1 minus 8y plus 8 greater than or equals to 0. Y square minus 10y plus 9 greater than or equals to 0. Y minus 1, y minus 9 greater than or equals to 0. Can you see this googly over here? Now greater than 0. So obviously your answer will be what? Y belongs to minus infinity to 1 open, because we decided that 1 will not be in my range. Even though this thing is saying that, okay, take 1. But that is what the thing is. Now, y is minus infinity to 1. Union 9, you can take 9 to infinity. Now, you'll be like, ma'am, hold on. But this, why is this saying that y can be 1? This inequality to getting satisfied, na? Let me tell you. I told you, take two cases. When y is 1, then this thing. This is the case where y cannot be 1. So, you cannot take y 1 from this branch. You cannot take 1 You cannot accept or reject 1 from this thing. Because you started it and you mentioned it in the beginning, y cannot be 1 from, at least from this particular thing. At least this branch is not giving you 1. If that branch is giving you 1, you can go on and include it. If that branch is rejecting 1, then reject it. So that person will tell. This will not tell. You shut up about 1. You're telling 1 is getting satisfied. This inequality will say, shut up. You don't know about 1. You have no rights about whether 1 will be included or not. That branch will tell. I will go and ask that branch. That branch is having capacity, information and everything. Credibility. Okay, you can say. Are you getting my point? Yes. Okay, now let's talk about case number 3. Okay. If numerator and denominator has common factor. Case 3. If numerator and denominator has common factor. Okay. All right. So what is the question? Y is equals to x square minus 5x plus 4 whole upon x square plus 2x plus 3. Okay. So yes, let me just tell you, let me warn you, not just tell you, let me warn you. Whenever you see quadratic by quadratic, do not straight away multiply. This is the worst thing you can do. And there are high chances that you're going to make mistake. You'll be like, okay, quadratic by quadratic, let's cross multiply, create a quadratic in x, eventually discriminant greater than or equals to 0, then wavy curve will get whatever y will be. No. First of all, try splitting the middle term, try factorizing x minus 1, x minus 4, correct? And this is what? X square plus 2x plus 3. So x plus 1. Sorry, this is minus 3, okay? So this is what? X plus 3 and x minus 1. Can you see, first of all, this is common factor. Hold on. Now, if I talk about the domain, so it is very clear that x belongs to all real values except minus 3 and 1. Okay? So minus 3 and 1 can never ever be in your domain, correct or not? So now you can just go and cancel these two terms. So y is equals to x minus 4 upon x plus 3. Domain is sorted, right? Minus 3 will not be there and 1 also is not there in domain. What about range? See, linear by linear, remember ninja technique, I have already told you. So, I'll tell you one more technique. See, because in domain, you have clearly mentioned that 2 values are not there in my domain. Okay. So 1 you can't keep in domain. So now you put x is equals to 1 and check what is the, see, since x is not equals to 1, so y can never be equals to 1 minus 4 upon 1 plus 4. Since you can't put x is equals to 1, so you can't get that value. At x equals to 1, whatever value of y you are getting, you have to go and reject. So this is 5 and this is minus 3. So y can never be equals to minus 3 by 5. Okay, that is one thing. Now, second thing is x is not equals to minus 3. So you put y not never equals to minus 3, minus 4 and minus 3 plus 3. So this is actually not defined. It is anyway coming out as not defined. Right? So anyway, that this is not giving me anything. Y not equals to infinity. Yes, so infinity. So y not equals to minus 3 by 5. That is first thing. And you know what? So put those two values and get the value of y. One more thing. Remember that ninja technique for linear by linear from the previous class, ninja technique. Okay, I told you that whenever you go linear by linear, your coefficient of x from denominator upon coefficient of x from numerator by denominator. So y can never be 1 by 1. So y can never be 1 and minus 3 by 5. So now range is all real values except 1 and minus 3 by 5. Okay. 3 by 5 or 4? Sorry. 1 plus 3, na? Ha. So 3 by 4, minus 3 by 4. So minus 3 by 4 is rejected. Okay. So clearly 1 and minus 3 by 4. Let me repeat. Okay. See, this is not a linear. See, suppose, okay, hold on. Suppose your question is just linear by linear. Your direct question is y is equals to x minus 4 upon x plus 3. So now your range domain is what? X belongs to R minus 3. What about range? Range will be y belongs to all real values except 1 by 1. This is the direct ninja technique. Okay? Alright, if this is your direct question, linear by linear, if this is your question, then no need to do anything. But, see, what is happening over here? One factor you are cancelling. X is equals to 1 you are cancelling. Right? X is equals to 1 you are cancelling. So whatever factor you are cancelling from numerator and denominator, na, after cancelling, put that value in place of x and reject that y. So minus 3 by 4 will be rejected, and one more, that is the original linear by linear, that to trick you know, na, 1 by 1 will be rejected. So in linear by linear, always think about two values will get rejected. Whenever there is one common factor, so two values of y will be rejected. Okay. If at all it is linear by linear, only one value will be rejected. That is just coefficient of x from numerator upon coefficient of x from denominator. Everybody getting it? Yes? Okay. Now the next question, very interesting question, tricky question. Okay. Find the range of question. Find the range. No, if the range of continuous function, if the range of continuous function y is equals to x square plus x plus k whole upon x square plus 2x plus k is 5 by 6, comma 3 by 2. Find k. Think about it. I will give you some time to think about it. See, if sometimes what do people do, especially in quiz section or test section? They'll be like, okay, this is the question. I will not get the question right. Okay. Now I'm facing difficulty. I don't know what to do. I am not getting the question right. I'm not able to think, or maybe I don't want to like think also, because I don't know the answer. And then those students, what will they do, pata hai? They'll be like, ma'am, let me Google it. Maybe you will get it. And these days, so many questions are already on Google. What will happen? See, your thinking ability will not develop. It will not get developed. Okay. So if I'm giving you a question and I'm giving you some time to think, even if you're not able to do it, even if you're just able to do first step, but now your brain is already in that direction. Gradually, the development of brain for your JEE main and advanced examination happens gradually. Day 1 pe topper, all India rank 1, just go and ask, are you able to do each and every question from day 1 to day last? No. Day 1 pe they are not getting it. They are thinking, critical thinking, solving, practicing, thinking. If something is not coming, something is not you are not able to understand, then what they do is, okay, now I think I have given enough time, I can see the solution and then understand it. Okay, this is what I was not able to think. Acha, because you have thought a lot. Now you have thought a lot. You have thought 360 degree about that problem. Your brain is not able to go in that direction, and then now you see the solution, like, okay, so your brain will learn rather than just question is given, Google it, acha, done. No brain development. It is not going to help anything in the long run. Okay, all right. So yes, now range is given. Just tell me the final step is there. That means, can I just make a quadratic equation? The last step. Think like reverse order. Start thinking in reverse order. That how do you get range? Ma'am, by wavy curve method. So what is your wavy curve telling you? 5 by 6 and 3 by 2, ma'am. And solid circle both the sides. So now create y value. So range given, na, y value. So y belongs to, ma'am, or you can say the y minus 5 by 6 and y minus 3 by 2, which less than or equals to 0, correct? So this is your quadratic equation. Now 6y minus 5 and 2y minus 3 less than or equals to 0. Okay. So 6 2s are 12y square, correct? Minus 10, 6 3s are 18. So minus 28y plus 15 less than or equals to 0. So this is your quadratic equation eventually. Okay. So let's keep it right here. And now create your, so this, now create your quadratic equation. Okay. Find k, let's write here. Now, so what I am trying to do is, I am trying to start the question from the end as much as possible, and I am going to start the question from the beginning. Eventually, we'll just check and compare that what are we getting. So yx square plus 2xy plus ky is equals to x square plus x plus k, correct? So y minus 1 x square plus 2y minus 1 x plus ky minus k is equals to 0. B square. Now discriminant, yes. So one more thing, see, x is equals to 1 is already there. So if you put x is equals to 1 over here, this is gone. This is just x and x, and this is what? K if you take common, y minus. If you put y is equals to 1, this is gone, this is gone. X is equals to 0. Yes. So the moment you put x is equals to 0, you will get y is equals to 1. So that is fine. We are not here to do, see, for y is equals to 1, you will get accepted. And this is y not equals to 1. So discriminant, 2y minus 1 minus 4 k y minus 1 whole square greater than or equals to 0, correct? Now obviously you need less than sign over here. So this is 4y square plus 1 minus 4y, and this is minus 4ky square. Then this is plus minus 4k and plus 4 2s are 8ky. Okay. So now can you see this over here? So 4 times. Also, hold on. 4 is getting, 4 is going actually. Can you see? Acha, 4 is not going. 1 is there, no? Okay. 4y square and this. So this is 4 minus 4k y square minus 4y and plus 8ky. So y if you take common plus y if you take common, 8k minus 4y. And this is what? So this is also done. Plus 1 minus 4k is greater than or equals to 0. But you want something which is less than or equals to 0. So now if you multiply negative sign, okay, so it will be 4k minus 1 y square. So negative sign you multiply. So 4k minus 1. 4k minus, sorry, 4. 4k minus 4 y square. Okay. Then you multiply. So this is actually 4 minus 8k. So plus 4 minus 8ky. And this is 4k minus 1. less than or equals to 0. But what is your quadratic? Can anybody tell me? 12y square minus 28y. 12y square minus 28y. Okay, and plus 15 less than or equals to 0. Can you see if k is equals to 4? Then it is matching. For k is equals to 4. See, 4 4s are 16 minus 4, 12. K is equals to 4. So 32. 4 minus. Can you see k is equals to 4? Right? So yes, a little bit lengthy method we can say. Okay. Little bit lengthy method we can say. Now, in such question, by the way, in such question, there is again a ninja technique. Ninja technique. But before ninja technique, let me teach you something. Let me tell you something. See, what is happening? So this was the range. So I created like a wavy curve method of intervals from this. Eventually, I established a inequality in y, which is the last step for these type of question. Then I created a proper inequality, kept it here. Now what I did is I tried to create the same thing, like with k, start from the process. So cross multiply, make a quadratic in x, take two cases. The first case we have taken, but we are not actually solving problem, right? Because y is equals to 1 is already there. We know that. Why to get involved in this? Y not equals to 1 may create a quadratic, keep creating, greater than 0 we don't want, we want less than 0 quadratic, so that we can compare my quadratic with the quadratic given in the question, and the moment you compare you will get the answer. Okay, now in such question where range is given like close interval a to b, okay, so what you can do is just take any one of the value. This is the value of y, right? 5 by 6 is the value of y. Equate. So x square plus x plus k upon x square plus 2x plus k is nothing but either 5 by 6 or whatever the next value is, or 3 by 2. You can take any value. Okay, shortcut ninja technique to solve this question. Now what you need to do is just cross multiply and create a quadratic in x. Okay, so 6x square plus 6x plus 6k is equals to 5x square plus 10x plus 5k. So this is x square plus minus 4x plus k is equals to 0. Okay, now the trick is just make the discriminant of it equals to 0. So b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. So clearly from here k will be equals to 4. So just equate any of the value, any of the extreme value. See, range is 5 by 6 to 3 by 2. What are the extreme values? 5 by 6 and 3 by 2. So just equate your expression or put the value of y either 5 by 6 or 3 by 2. Solve it, create a quadratic in x, and eventually make a discriminant. This is the trick. Make discriminant equals to 0. Are you getting my point? Yes? Have a look. Let me know. Shall I ask you one question now? Shall we start solving questions? Huh? So now it's time for your test. I think we have done each and every type of question variety. Now I think it's your time that you just inhale everything. Okay? Absorb everything. Okay. So yes. This is your question, which says F is R to R. F is R to R. Okay. Fx is equal to 3x square plus mx plus n whole upon x square plus 1. If range of this function, okay, this function is minus 4 comma 3. Now you have two options. Go for ninja technique, just we saw, or go for the lengthy method. I told you everything. Okay, if range of this function is minus 4 by 3, find the value of, sorry, 3 pe close hai. Find value of, find m square plus n square. Okay. Again, so minus 4 pe if you equate. See, let's go with the normal solution first. So minus 4 comma 3. Let's start with this thing. Minus 4 and this is your 3. So your answer will be what? Minus 4 and 3. Correct? So it will be y plus 4. Y minus 3 less than or equals to 0. This is your quadratic. So y square plus y minus 12 less than or equal to 0, everybody. Getting it? Understanding it? Y square plus y minus 12 is less than or equal to 0. Okay? Alright. Now again, if this is your question, then what will you do? So let us keep it this way. And now you create your own quadratic in x, discriminant, and eventually let's do the whole process. So this is yx square plus y is equals to 3x square plus mx plus n. Okay, ma'am. So now y minus 3 x square plus, sorry, minus mx plus y minus n is equals to 0. Can you see quadratic in x? Now obviously y not equals to, y is equals to 3. So when y is 3, take y is equals to 3. This is gone. Y is equals to 3 from here. See, 3 is actually not in your range. That means eventually 3 is going to get rejected. You have to reject 3. So let's apply that brain also, that what would be the case? What would be the scenario? Why they have rejected 3? So create that case. Okay, put x is equals to 3. So this is minus 3m plus 3 minus n is never 0. Then only, it will get rejected. So it will be what? So this is n equals to 3, 1 minus m. N not equals to actually 3, 1 minus m. So this is the case. Let us keep it right side on the right hand side. Let's see that what was the thing. Now y not equals to 3. So discriminant greater than or equals to 0. So b square minus 4 y minus 3 y minus n and b square, right? Greater than or equals to 0. Correct or not? Obviously, you want less than equality. So, first of all, multiply it. So, m square minus 4y square, or minus 4, keep it here, y square minus 3y minus ny plus 3n greater than or equals to 0. Okay. So, now multiply with the negative sign. So, this is 4y square. Correct? 4y square. Now, this is 3 plus n times y. So minus minus plus, so 3 plus n y. And eventually, this is 4 is also there, by the way, here. Minus 4. And this is, can you see 4 3s are 12. So minus 12n. So plus 12n. minus m square less than or equals to 0. Just multiplied the negative sign over here. 4y square, correct? And this is what coefficient? Tell me. So this is plus 4 times. So plus, minus, plus, but eventually one more negative sign. So minus 4 times. It is going to be 3 plus n times y. So this is your quadratic. Now compare. So, first of all, one more time let me write over here. So 4y square minus 4 times 3 plus n y plus 12n minus m square less than or equals to 0. You need to divide it by 4 so that you can compare. So 4 is gone, 4 is gone. This is divided by 4. So y square matching. Now compare. Y square matching. 3 plus n should be actually, so minus of 3 plus n should be 1. So minus 3 plus n is equals to 1. That means 3 plus n is minus 1. N is equals to minus 4 from here. And if n is minus 4, okay, if n is minus 4, so plus 12. So can you see that plus 12m? Compare. 12n minus m square by 4 is equals to minus 12. Okay. So clearly from here, m should be equals to 0. If m is 0 and n is minus 4, then this will get satisfied. So n is equals to minus 4 and m is 0. So clearly 0 square plus 16. 16 is the final answer of this question. Final answer of this question. Some allergy going on. Okay. So make sure that you are doing, yes, I know I have messed up. Like not in the terms of solution is correct, but I have messed up in space. Make sure that you are doing it step by step. You will get your answer. Don't worry about it. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. Now, another question. One question I would like to give it to you, which is again similar type of question. Y is equals to x square plus ax plus b upon x square plus 2x plus b has range. Range is given. Minus 4, 5. Find a square plus b square. Okay. So again, if you see minus 5 to 4, this was your original thing from here. So that means y plus 5, y minus 4 less than or equal to 0. Okay. Everybody? So y square plus 5 plus y minus 20 less than or equals to 0. Okay. Now compare y x square. So y minus 1 x square plus 2xy. So plus 2y minus a x plus by minus b is equals to 0. Again, y is equals to 1. See, it's already there. We don't have to do it. Y is equals to 1. But y not equals to 1. That means discriminant greater than or equals to 0, 2y minus a whole square. So this is b square minus 4. And this is by minus 1 and greater than or equals to 0. So 4y square plus a square minus 4ay minus 4b will be here, y square minus 2y plus 1 greater than or equals to 0. So 4y square, 4 minus 4b, y square. Okay, minus 4ay and this is 8by. Minus 4ay, then 8by. So plus 8b minus 4a. Correct kya? Yes, 4b into 2. So plus 8y, 8by and this is minus 4. Yes, absolutely. And now we are having plus a square minus 4b greater than or equals to 0. But again, greater than is not my concern. So either you make it, you multiply negative sign over here or here. So this is 4b minus 4 now. 4b minus 4 y square. Then 4a minus 8b. Then 4b minus a square less than or equals to 0. Now let's compare y square plus y minus 20. Okay. So if b is 1, let's check. If b is 1, no, b can't be 1. Okay, so you have to divide everything by 4b minus 4. Is it? 4b minus 4. 4b minus 4. 4b minus 4. Think about it. So now you have 4a minus 8b plus 4b minus 4 is equals to 1. So 4a minus 8b is equals to 4b minus 4. So clearly this is 4a is equals to 12b minus 4, or you can say a is equals to 3b minus 1. A is equals to 3b minus 1 from this. Okay, and now 4b minus a square upon 4b minus 4 is equals to minus 20. 4b minus a square is equals to, this is 80 minus 4 to the 80b. So 84b plus a square is equals to 80. So now you have to solve these two equations, put the value of a, eventually get a quadratic in b and eventually solve it. Or what you can do is, this should be 1, right? 4b minus 4. So now you have got two equations, two unknown, and you have to solve it. I'm just thinking about any, what do we say, easy method for this. Any easy method I'm thinking that, okay, this is becoming very lengthy. Now I think it's time to go for ninja technique also. Okay. So x square plus ax plus b. X square plus ax plus b whole upon x square plus ax plus b, correct? Whole upon x square plus 2x plus b. Okay, is y, and range is minus 5 to 4, correct? So what I'm going to do is, minus 5 I'm going to equate and 4 in the next time because two variables are there. So x square plus ax plus b is equals to minus 5x square minus 10x plus minus 5b. So now this is 6x square then plus a plus 10x plus 6b is equals to 0. So discriminant is a plus 10 whole square b square is equals to 4ac. So 4 into 6 into 6b. This is the very first thing. Okay. Same thing you have to apply. You just equate it to 4. So x square plus ax plus b is equals to 4x square plus 8x plus 4b. Correct? So shift everything towards the right hand side. 3x square plus 8 minus ax plus 4b minus b is equals to 0. So again 8 minus a whole square b square is equals to 4 into 3 into this is 4b minus what? 4b minus b. 4b minus b. 4b minus b is 3b, no? 3b. So yes, two equations again. Two equations, two unknown. Now I think we can do it. What do you think? Now this can be done. Now this can be done. Value of a and value of b. Okay, so just let's compare value of a and b. So a plus 10 whole square. A plus 10 whole square is equals to 4 upon 466. Upon 466. B value. I am comparing b value. And this is 8 minus a whole square upon 433. Obviously, 4 cancel. 3 and this is 2. So a square plus 100 plus 20a is equals to 4a square plus 64 into 4. 64 into 4. Okay. 64 into 4 and minus 16 into 4. So minus 64a. So from here now you can get the value of a. And once you get the value of a, you will get the value of b also and your question will be done. Okay. Yes, this was a slightly lengthy question, I would say. Definitely, for sure. Okay. All right. Yes. And yes. Let me talk about something over here. This is specifically related to Sigma batch. Okay. Hold on. Yes. So if you can go to the channel, okay, this is your channel, right? And you can go to Shreyas sir video and description. In fact, the description of this video also you can go. Okay. So you can just check it out. Yes. Sigma batch for 2026 aspirants. You know what? This is a final call. And this is important for JEE 2026 aspirants. If you are a dropper, then this batch is for you. If you are studying in class 12, this batch is for you. This is 1 year course for JEE 2026. Now see, this is 1 year course. What is which month is this? June. So you don't have 1 year actually. July, August, September, October, November, December. Only 6 months. This 1 year course, but only 6 months you have. Obviously, you have second attempt. We are going to teach in this batch till second attempt. Don't worry about it. But yes, target will be first attempt. We'll finish the syllabus. So now you have 6 months. You have to finish your syllabus in fast track manner. You don't have time to lose. So just check this out. Okay, can you see the teachers over here? PNJ sir, Shreyas sir will be taking physics. Then me and Shubhadar sir will be taking mathematics. Eventually Paul sir and Diksha ma'am will be taking chemistry. So just check out the thing over here. So this is Sigma, only Sigma. So this is for basic batch Sigma. What are the features? So you can see that all the features you are seeing over here. What is not available over here is quick revision cards will not be available in the basic one. Okay. Everything else will be same. Just the material. Tattva books will be there for you, but not the printed ones. So everything will be available. But you know what? See, hard copies, obviously, that is why the price differences. Then everything will be the same. Can you see? No difference. It's not that, okay, that material quality wise or you can say teaching material, study material will be less in Sigma, not at all. Now, if you want to add Sigma batch plus revision card along with Tattva hard copy. Now, I'll tell you why hard copy is important, because you know what, see, if you are feeling that yes, I have to do that, screen time, if you increase, automatically your number of hours will get reduced, because the more screen time will be, you won't be able to study for longer hours. So it's very important for you in the world, in the era of, in the digital era, that you have your own Tattva books. And let me tell you, the Tattva books are designed in such manner that you can take it to your school also. So while traveling, while in bus, you can do problems. Very small books, like it is divided. The whole Tattva set is divided into different modules. So if you're feeling, okay, I want to solve trigonometry today, take that trigonometry booklet with you. Okay, the small booklets, not just one bulky booklet, because see, I have Cengage with me. So now this book is very tedious to you if you take it in your school or in your coaching, right? So Tattva books are like that. So I feel Tattva hard copy is very important if at all you're solving from Tattva, and I will highly recommend that you solve from Tattva, right? Then we have, yes, oops, sorry, but here only JEE quick revision cards will be there, but this is Tattva. This is inclusive of Tattva, okay? So this thing will be printed. Can you see if I go? Printed Tattva will not be in this segment. Only this 1000 rupees is for quick revision cards, okay? Tattva books. Now, Tattva book is not one book. It's a compilation of so many books. Physics, chemistry, mathematics. That is why, because of that printed thing, you are getting that price difference. Although you can get all the digital also you are getting here. Here also you are getting digital. So if you feel, no ma'am, I have zero budget, I can manage, I will watch it digitally, or I'll take some printout, 1 or 2 printout, and then eventually I will do that. That also you can do printed Tattva material, then All India Test Series. See, so many things are there. Telegram group community is also there. Students every day chit chat that what is happening. Did you get this question right? Where are you at your studies? So it's a community which you will get. Okay. So now on this note, this is me or Ninja Ma'am signing off.